Yep, just on this walk. Nothing too special today. The sun isn't even really out too much, so it's not really warm. Still kind of chilly, but all right. Good morning, you guys. Good morning. It's another morning where I'm trying to do what I can to make sure that I'm staying pretty active for the most part. It has, there's two ducks in front of me. Hold on a second. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get out of the way, man. Okay. All right. Yeah, I've been trying to stay. I just fell straight in the water. I've been trying to do what I can to, for the most part, stay somewhat active. It's been kind of difficult to stay motivated. I haven't actually gone on one of these walks since Texas got hit with that big weather storm. So I haven't actually been keeping up, holding myself accountable to that. But this morning I decided, hey, let's not think about it too much. Let's just do it, because usually the more that I think about, the more that I tell myself, should I go for this walk? I say, I don't feel like it today. So what I did last night was I actually just put my clothes to go for a walk out by my desk, right next to where I put my head. So I don't have to really think about it too much. I just kind of get up and go. Do it more on like instinct as opposed to having to think about it. Because usually when you think about if I should go sort of walk, you're like, nah, I ain't feeling it. Why does my cow outside? It's my cow. But yeah, so I'm going for this walk. I got some stuff I want to talk about, but it's not bad stuff. It's cool. It's cool stuff. Just stuff on my mind, and just updates and stuff like that. I'm probably gonna wait till I get a little further down, but this trail. But what's going on with you guys? How you guys been doing? You guys been all right? You guys been doing good in school? You guys been working okay? Taking care of yourselves? Yeah. You been taking care of yourself? Good. All right, we're coming up on our popular bench that I usually like to just stretch, or yeah, this is usually the bench that I turn around here. We're coming up on it now. Here. Okay. All right, I'm gonna see if I can get a decent recording right here, because there are a lot of cars driving by this bench. So for the most part, I hope you guys can hear me. But yeah. So this is halfway. We're halfway in our walk so far. This is usually where I just kind of head back from where I came from. But I just wanted to give you guys a couple updates before I actually start going back for that walk, because I do like to just walk and not talk too much, because it does use a lot of energy. So I head back home for the spring break in a couple of days. I've been, like you guys know, I've been studying away from home for a little bit, but I am taking my spring break to go back home for a bit, and just see family, friends if I can. Hopefully, I also want to go back to my computer at home and do some editing, because it is easier for me to edit back home on my big boy computer. But I'm about to say big boy laptop. It's easier for me to edit on Hinata on the computer back home. So I'm looking forward to see my friends, my family, my computer, being where I'm most comfortable. I also decided to take some time I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before yesterday, but I took some time the other day to just kind of relax and write some stuff down that was on my mind. For the most part, it had to do with my my thoughts on how I can how I can minimize a lot of stuff that I have to do when I'm not worried about doing too much. I don't know if that makes sense, but let me explain. So usually I'm the kind of person where I do try to maximize the most of the time that I have when I'm doing stuff. So I tend to do a lot of things. I tend to have a lot of things running at once. I'm trying to multitask so that I can have more time for myself throughout the day and stuff. So when does that become a problem? I think it's usually a problem when you're no longer, or it's not, you're no longer, but you're not how do I say it? You're not, I guess, enjoying the most of whatever it is that you're doing, because you're worrying about several other things at once. It's kind of like when you're going to a concert and then you have your your camera phone, you have your phone or whatever you have, recording a DSLR or whatever, if you're fancy, if you have like a camera and you're like at a concert, instead of actually like watching through your own own two eyes, looking at the show or whatever you're doing, you just have your camera, so you're not really looking at the people that on stage. You're just looking on the camera, and whatever is on the camera is what you're looking at. So it's like you're there, but you're not really there, you know what I mean? And I just want to be more present in whatever is going on in my life. So you know, you need to, it's good, I think, as a matter of fact, you know what, whenever, I'm not gonna lie, I would do that sometimes when I go to concerts, but like even to this day, like I don't even look too much on those footages unless I'm using it for something. Like if I'm editing, if I'm trying to do something with the actual clips, I don't really even look at those footages anyway, so I don't really see the point too much of like keeping my phone out when I'm at concerts. But I do still like to take photos because I do like to get a little instant glimpse in whatever I was doing before. And that goes back to my point about living in the present. Like, it's cool. I like to reflect, so which is why I take photos and I do videos and stuff whenever I want to look back at the moments. But I also want to live in the present. So I don't want to think too much on what could be like in the future. Obviously you need to plan, but I don't think you should spend forever, like your whole life, trying to be like what ifs and doing things like what ifs. You should always take time out of your day to appreciate what is around you, because it's like, yeah, I don't know, when people say time is precious, it is precious, because a lot of things that are going on around you, if you're at a family function and you haven't seen your family, or you haven't seen your folks in a while, or if you're seeing a friend that you haven't seen in a while, the one thing you don't want to do is spend a lot of time on your phone, because you don't really get to appreciate the time that you have with them. I think it's getting kind of loud, so I'm gonna start heading back. Give me 1 second. All right, I'm back. I'm just on this walk. I hope you guys don't get motion sick whenever I walk around with the camera like this. But where was I going? I was talking about time and trying to live in the present, but you're so focused on the before and then the future. Yeah, it's always good to just sit down and just enjoy what you have around you right now, because if you think about it, you're never gonna get those memories back. I mean, not the memories back. You're never gonna get those moments back as if you had been in the present time. So what I mean, is what I'm trying to say is, like, when you're looking through photos, yeah, you might get a little instant glimpse on whatever it is that you did before. Is someone behind me? No, probably not behind me. Okay. Yeah, you might get an instant glimpse on what it felt like to be at a time before, but you're never gonna get that same exact feeling. Like, that's that one time you went on that roller coaster. You might have taken a video of what it's like to be on a roller coaster, which you shouldn't be doing because you're not supposed to be doing that. But yeah, it's never gonna be the same for you, because like the feeling's not the same. So you might as well sit back and enjoy it, So I guess it's kind of a similar thought pattern, like when you're trying to do things for the what if in the future. Of course you want to plan and do things to help set yourself on the right path to do whatever it is, but it's got to be like a balance. So obviously I'm studying, I'm doing a lot of things that I think are going to be better for me long term, but I also want to take days time to appreciate what I have around me, the people I have with me. Oh, this is a good thumbnail. I like that tree. Just want to take time to appreciate the people I have around me, which means when I'm with people like family and friends, I'm not so much on my phone, I'm not editing, I'm not thinking about school. I'm just taking that time to be like, move out the way. I got loved ones to think about. I got, friends to think about. Yeah. And you guys are probably like, where am I going with this? Well, the more you try to, what I'm trying to say through all of this is, the more you try to hold on to those memories, the more you try to do, like, you're trying to catch everything, or you're trying to do too much in the present time, but you're missing out on a lot of other moments and memories around you. And, it sucks. It's kind of like when you go, it's not behind me. Oh, there's somebody behind me, but they're far away. I don't know if y'all can see them, but yeah. It's like trying to go on a field trip and just enjoy yourself with your friends versus when your teacher tells you to go on the field trip and write 20 facts. I don't know if your teachers still do that now, and this is in this day and age, they probably don't. But when I was a kid, when we had to go on a field trip, the teacher was like, "Oh, I want you to write 20 facts about what you learned." Or they have like a set, like a template of questions they want you to answer when we go to the museum or whatever. But you're like, man, I don't know what half of that stuff is. I don't know where to find those answers. But yeah, it's kind of like that. Like you're trying to enjoy yourself, but at the same time, you really can't fully enjoy yourself because you're worried about other things. So it's just a good time to just put the phone down, put a lot of stuff down, just enjoy it. Just just live in the moment. I'm not saying do nothing crazy. I'm just saying like enjoy what you have, because time is short. And another thing I was thinking about. Y'all ever realize that like whenever you're having a good moment, like whenever you're having a good time doing something, those times seem to go by so fast. Whereas if you're doing something that you kind of dread or you kind of have to do because it's a responsibility, it seems like it takes forever. I don't know. Time is weird, man. Time is weird. But yeah, you just gotta appreciate what you have. Like I said, don't be afraid to, make plans. Be productive for your future. But at the same time, do manage that time that you have in the present because today is not promised. All the things that you're doing today that could be fun, all the people that you could have met today that could have been a big impact in your life. You weren't so focused on doing all those other things. If you weren't so focused on doing all those other things, who knows what your day might have looked like if you had done, that kind of stuff. So, yeah, that's all I wanted to talk to you guys about today. Like I said, I am going back home in a couple of days, so expect some. I think I'm going to upload 2, maybe 3 more covers when I get back home. I'm definitely going to get back on The Evil Within because I like that game and I haven't actually gotten time to play it because I'm not home for one. So, as you guys know, my computer here can't run it because that's my study computer. That stuff would be like frame rate dropping, But anyway, yeah. So I expect to see more uploads on that. If you guys also have any, I do have some cover suggestions I have sitting in my bank that I want to get to. Yeah. So, yeah. And I know if you submitted some covers to me already that you wanted me to do, I haven't forgot about it. I'm gonna get on that. And yeah, I think that's all I wanted to say. Couldn't leave without giving y'all my views for the day. So this is me on my walk. Nothing too crazy, nothing too special. If you think about it, this is kind of like our inexpensive way of getting an escape from our daily activities. So it's like, we ain't got money to freaking fly to Cancun every day for our lunch break, but we can at least treat ourselves to like a nice walk, a nice bit of sun and whatnot. Yeah. So, yeah, nothing too crazy, just another day. Yeah, make sure you're enjoying your life, your friends, your family. This freaking plane, bro, messing up my recording. But anyway, yeah, I hope you guys are having a great week. Don't be afraid to go outside and go for a walk. Just, take care of yourself. And with that being said, that is it for this video. Until next time.